We're streaming during the daytime? I know, crazy. But I want to finish this. I want to... I don't want to finish this because I'm ready to end it. Well, I mean, I'm sort of ready to end it. And move on to other things to stream. Such as... I don't know. I think next on the list is going to be Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition, now that that's free. I've been thinking about doing that game for a while. Like after it would have gone on sale, I probably would have gotten it. But I am pretty elated that it was one of the free games. So we'll probably do that next time. But for now, let's finish Jak 2 where we left off. We murdered our boss, which is cool, but in all fairness, he shot first. So, let's see what gifts he shortly left for us.
Hey guys, whatever Crew put in that machine, he looked really nervous.
Whatever it is, Crew won't be needing it anymore. He's, shall we say, not altogether these days.
Good
Step
one.
aside, Jak. Let the game player do his stuff.
Oh.
You're such an animal.
Oh, I know what we're starting on. This is, okay, this used to frustrate the fuck out of me back in the day, but now it's not too bad. This is just another one of those things where you have to keep your eyes on most of the screen, like,
Great shot, Dexter.
most of the time, so it helps to sort of unfocus your eyes
Ooh.
and not do that. Don't instinctively just hit every fucking
Keep going, Dexter.
thing, especially the red zappy ones. So yeah, each of these correlates to a face button. There we go. I'm probably not going to talk a whole lot during this mission because this does require
That was a bad one.
some concentration. Ah, shit. And I'm already fucking up a little bit.
Nice
There we go. I think every missed one takes a little pip off of the upper corner, and every red one damages it by 3, 2 or 3, something like that. Got that itchy finger, got that itchy trigger finger.
Dexter, you won!
We get it? We did it? Yeah!
The time map! You know, Sugar Plum, if any real metalheads came to town, I'd bunk them just like I did in the game.
So we got the time map. Where's
They'd be
the
all,
heart
"Don't
of...
hurt me, please!" And I'd be all, "Too late, metal monkeys!
Was the heart of Mara
You
on
die
Crew? Do we pick that up?
Know what I'm saying? Jak, I think these trophies are still working! Metalheads! Metalheads! Where's Sig when you need him?
Sig? I think Crew sent Sig.
I would
on
love
the
to go
last
find
mission.
Sig.
Something about using Mars Ruby key to open a secret door in the underport.
Of course. Come on, Dax.
Well, that's handy.
We need the underport right now.
I'll take the time map to Kira.
Be careful, Angel Cheeks, and your hero will return shortly.
If we had, Jak 3's got an inventory button that lets us know... That should have been important. I wish we knew what that was. Because that could be a very important NPC telling us that something is happening to them. And now I don't know if we're going to get that or not. Oh well. I'm just kind of dumbfounded by that, honestly. That's real bizarre. Because I don't think SIG ever gives us a thing like that. Oh well. That might have been Vin freaking out that metalheads were in the city. And they might have been breaking into his lab. Okay, so now we got this mission. There are a lot of very important factors to deal with in this mission. One is our O2 meter right there in the right-hand corner. Other is our health up at the top, which will go down drastically if these mines touch us. However, we can punch them, and that will sort of deal with them. However, if they touch us, like our main body, and explode, that's big damage. Oh god. Also, just getting barely touched by one of those electric squid boys is enough to do a ton of damage. Let's go ahead and grab that. I don't care for this mission too much. It's very, well, I see us taking a drink in the near future. Also doesn't help that I can't see. Oh, God. Yeah, there's a lot of things I don't like about this mission. I don't like having to monitor the O2 meter. I don't like the fact that everything in this level does a metric fuck ton of damage. I don't like the ground being as raised as it is, because that leads to some pretty awkward circumstances. We're just kind of walking against a... Oh, that looked like a reverse orb, so I was going to go back. I'm just going to go get O2 so I don't fucking drown. Yeah, I think the O2 meter goes down way too fast. There are a lot of things I just don't care for, but luckily this mission isn't too long, and we'll beat it without too much difficulty. See, I'm just getting caught on everything in the environment now. It doesn't help that this fucking thing's clunky as all hell, and controlling it could honestly be much better. But yeah, next thing that damages us, I'm pretty sure is going to be a death shot, kill shot. So let's at least come and get that. There we go. Because if we miss something in here, I'm not sure we can. We were going to die either way. Had we not hit him, we would have been stung, and that would have been the end of us. And there are just little pieces of bullshit like that in this mission. I just don't care for it. Luckily, the next mission is a lot better, in my opinion. And there's a lot less bullshit to actually actively deal with. Luckily they die on one hit, and if I don't want to deal with them, I can just leave. There we are. It's got a little annoying, like, almost dead sound. Don't die. Your air meter's low. Can we just not even bother? Because I don't even want to bother. Yeah, looks like we can just fuck off if we prefer. Oh my god. I wish this robot had more platforming capabilities as well. I think it's such an underutilized concept that needs just a little bit more to work out all the finer things. Don't lock! I locked on, and I didn't mean to turn that way. I did not intend to turn that way. But I did so anyway. This fucked me, I guess. Wait, was there a thing in there? A breath thing? Yes, there was. I mean, I know the whole stigma against underwater levels as a whole, but I don't think those are completely unjustified, really. Because usually they come with having to monitor breath, oxygen intake, weird gravity, altered perception. Just things that aren't fun to want to monitor, that come with all the, like, I don't know, I love the whole aesthetic of the monsters in the deeper sea, below sea level, but all the other things that are actual, like, genuine anxious fears, such as air, you know, pressure, I think just bogged down the whole experience. And it is supposed to add a certain layer of challenge, sure, but I appreciate challenges that are, you know, fun. It's... Like, I think one of my least favorite challenges that in video, I think one of my least favorite challenges in video games is developers who decide it make an extra challenge to make a boss fight timed. And you know, it is added challenge, but it also doesn't make it like a better experience. It can make it a cool, like, kind of canon timer, where it's just like, you know, there's a timer somewhere in the background, but you can't see how much time you have, etc., etc. Come at me, you piece of shit. I want your gems. I want your love. Give me your embrace. Never mind, we don't need it. You guys, however... Nope. Well, hey! He did not latch on. Because we kind of went beyond his rank. I don't want to have to deal with him. How many... Let me check the missions. Do we have enough? We do have enough to actually go back to the Oracle after this. Good shit. 200 was definitely enough to get the... Not the last Dark Jack upgrade, but the last one that we need. Really. Alright. Shouldn't be much longer now. That saucy gem go. There it is. Yeah, that looks like a drain. Cool. Now we're on to a better mission. One that I just personally enjoy more.
Hey there, tough guy.
Get your skinny ass over here and start shooting. Man, was I set up. Crew sent me down here to open some old doors with that ruby key you found. And when I did, metalheads came streaming in from some passage outside the city walls. Just like they were waiting for me.
I would like to know if that ruby key opens.
Crew's dead.
Yeah? Well, he's lucky, because he would not want me to catch him alive.
The metalheads must have promised Crew plenty for him to betray the whole city like this.
Let's get out of here.
Are they really that sentient of creatures? I find that whole concept rather extremely odd.
If I can't shoot it, it's someone else's problem. You do something with those blocks.
Oh shit. Hey, we didn't completely fuck it up. There we go.
Did you hear something? Shooting this is only gonna get it mad. Run!
So now we're introduced to this fucking monstrosity. The metal peed, something like that. But as I was saying before, it's weird to think that the metalheads have some kind of weird sentience that is kind of understood, but I don't quite understand it. Where they can make deals and confirm trades, but the only one that we've ever seen talk is the one that came flying out of the rift, and the metalhead leader on the other side of Baron Prax's communicator. So, I don't know. Maybe they're just
Gig, baby. Solve it so we can go home.
smarter than...
You figure this out. I'll cover your butt.
Yep.
Great. No time to celebrate.
So let's just gather all these up.
Get over
Probably...
here and stay close.
I remember
Great. Here comes that bad boy.
maxing out that little encounter. Like having Sig shoot all of the metalheads that he could before they just stopped spawning. Maybe that was all of them? There's only 5?
Go, go, go!
Unsure. Oh god. My depth perception's so completely off right here. It's...
Faster!
I'm trying, baby!
Move your butt!
You know, this is just the complete opposite situation of, Oh, really? All the way over again? Shit, I thought we at least got a checkpoint after each running from the metal peak encounter. Well, oh well. Just gotta fucking do it again.
Can't shoot it. It's someone else's problem. You do something with those blocks.
It's so weird the checkpoint system in
You
this
hear
game,
something?
honestly. Because some missions do have some checkpoints,
This is only gonna get it back.
but yeah, just others don't.
He's gaining.
I don't know how else to put it. It's like this game was weirdly made at a weird time.
I think that's the last we'll see.
Let's just start skipping scenes.
You gotta figure out the block.
There we go.
This is your gig, baby. Solve it so we can go home. You figure this out. I'll cover your butt. Great. No time to celebrate.
Yeah, and I think that's how many are supposed to spawn before the game realizes, like, oh, you're just farming these. This is a limited resource that you're just gonna try and farm. It's like, well, yeah, essentially. Alright, take two. Luckily, not too bad. I'm gonna switch to scattergun for those platforms. Just so they're easier to shoot. And to find a decent use for the scattergun. Oh, Jesus. Fuck! Fuck, fuck, fuck! Oh, jeez. That was actually extremely close. This is it? This is it.
Looks like we finally lost them, Chili Peppers. Piece of cake, huh? Now you boys are real wastelanders. I say it's time we take this fight to the metalhead leader himself. What a trophy he'll make. We find a way to juice up Mars' old gun, and then boom, baby!
Mars' old what now?
Guns blazing. Hell, we'll take them all on together.
Excuse me?
Side by
Where's
side.
that lore?
Nothing'll stop us, 'cause we're...
Another moment that's kind of ruined by the subtitles.
So, what's plan B?
So yeah. Crew, Sig, no, yeah, Crew, Sig, and Errol. Rip in absolute peace. At least we're getting this one.
The map had a bunch of old coordinates in it. Come see me at the stadium.
I like how we still got the calm city music, but it's got the flashing red with all the metalheads that are invading. So we can technically grind here if we really wanted to, but like so few of the metalheads actually drop the skull gems. I don't think grinding here is worth it, like at all. So we're just gonna not. We're just gonna not. In fact, I think at least I want to go straight to the Oracle and get that new Dark Jack ability, which is the only Dark Jack ability we need. Oh god, if I don't fucking run into something and just die. That would be worst case scenario. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst, I suppose. Because we're only missing one health pip. Good lord, they're everywhere in this area. We're only missing one health pip. We'll live through a single explosion. So it's really... I know they're supposed to... Their appearance are beasts, right? The metalheads. They've got the appearance of just monsters. Mindless sort of beasts that don't really have any deeper thought, but if they're able to plan and trade, then what's their motivation for all of this, attacking the city and whatnot? I suppose Crew told them to? Crew technically told them to do it? Though the Baron was hanging them to naught, so they started saying it's like, hey, we'll destroy and take over the city if you don't give us all the eco that we want. I know the Baron was regularly paying them to sort of kinda attack the city in order for him to remain on the throne. And now Crew sold out the city for with what, I'm not sure. And the metalheads have broken through the shield wall. Whatever. It all makes sense if you don't think about it too hard.
Our last hope rests with one still untouched by pain, and you must protect this young soul in our
like that little detail of Daxter just kind of chilling there. Our Jack is now invincible. Which is going to be very useful for the mission to come, or missions, I might say. I'll take that. Not that we'll be using Dark Jack that much, but you know what? It'll help for the final boss. I'll put it that way. It will most definitely help for the final boss. Alright, let's head over to Kira, because she also has something for us to do before. I'm really not sure how many more missions we have left in the game. Not that many. Two-ish hours more? Including final boss, credits, and everything? Something like that? I don't know. I'm really kind of blanking out here on like what else, if there are any other missions other than like the very few that I'm thinking of. Why is that symbol there? Oh well.
The Rift Rider's finished, but if my father's right and the ring is somewhere in the Metalhead nest, how are we going to get the Rift Rider there to use it?
Look! Bruder just knew friends would need lift if Metalheaders attack.
Bruder, you the man!
Yucca balloons are finest lifters in world, but they is easy target.
Right. You guys get the Rift Rider to the nest. I'll stay here and defend your takeoff and getaway.
Once again, being your friend sucks! I wanna go on the balloon!
You keep Stadium safe.
Yeah, we all want to go on the balloon. We don't want to.
Oh no! Here they come! Metalheaders!
We don't want to deal with this shit. Okay, the orbs are actually just passing through the ground at this point. I'm not too fucked up about getting them all. Oh god. I'll try to do as much as I can. Oh god, they just come out of literally nowhere. Jesus. Yeah, this seems to be the best course of action as of right now. Because it doesn't seem to be that these shots hurt the Sinuses. And I know they don't have a lot of health. So, it does seem there's more range on this gun than I originally thought. Alright. That seems to be... Complete.
Moving away!
Must be nice floating away while we die down here!
We'll meet near the nest. See you soon, Jack. Be careful.
Yeah, Jack! Be careful!
Jack, the core, construction site.
Okay, so the silent message that we did get at the beginning of the stream was Vin, and he was telling us how metalheads had broken into his lab, and there was not a whole lot he could do. So those were just sort of his dying words to us, and we've got Vin, unfortunately, dying off camera, which is the shittiest way to die in anything. It means you're not even important to get a cutscene. Yeah, now, okay, let's count all the dead. Let's count all the dead friends. And dead friends and acquaintances, list 1. Crew, Errol, Ben, and Sig. Crew, Ben, Errol, Sig. That it? And I'm sure there will be more to come. I am sure there will be more to come. Anyway, let's go on down to the construction site. We will see some many good things there, I'm sure. With core. Wait, should we even know where the kid is at this point? Where the fuck he is? Just assumed to be with core. Oh lord. I don't know. I just play the game, man. I don't get paid to pay attention. I don't get paid at all, in fact. Alright, construction site entrance is right there. Could never have entered this area beforehand. How odd. I feel like there was a cut mission from this area because it was like a well-built area for just like what we're about to see.
Core, what's going on?
I'm sure you know. Deep down in your darkest nightmares. We've met before, remember? Everything's going exactly as planned.
Jack! It's the metalhead leader!
Now you see. Without the shield wall disrupting my powers inside the city, I am my full potential now.
So why don't you just wreck shit?
Give me the precursor!
Certainly looks like he can.
The city must die, and we all die! Ah! I will find that stone if I
A valiant effort.
One brick at a time.
Truly.
You are the supreme weapon, Jack, and I made you. Still, any leader worth his salt always has his backup plan.
So I kind of like that scene. It's like you were always the final plan to bring down the metalheads, but I kind of had to keep you locked up because you'd have a vendetta against me and all that other shit. Kind of really powerful, just let loose.
Wait a minute, Aratzel's colorblind? Let me just break a few more things and see if anything pops loose. Boom! Gotcha! Like candy from a baby.
That makes 5. 5 main characters dead. We got Vin, Sig. How many was it? Vin, Sig, Errol, Crew, Baron. Okay, yeah, that's our death list 5. And we could just kind of... You just kind of there. Yeah, we're going to stay here, though, because there are a couple of orbs to be picked up. I don't know exactly how many. I think like 3 or 4. Like that one. Oh, yeah, I also like the line, first rule of making a bomb is to always make 2, which... Yeah, okay. I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay. I got here, but can I leave? That all for precursor orbs. Perhaps. Alright. Back in. Back in the game. Back in the game!
Now's the time to act. The metalheads are so focused on attacking the city, they may have left their nest vulnerable. Jack, you've got to get out to the wasteland and breach the nest barrier any way you can. Maybe if you get inside and take out the metalhead leader, the army will collapse. It's a long shot, but it might be our only chance.
It very well might be. So let's do it. Let's fucking end it once and for all. Yeah, I didn't figure we'd have that many missions left. It seems like we only have, the couple of missions left, which is, you know, that's okay. And if it, what the fuck is going on in this group chat? In any case, yeah, this may be a pretty early stream, like hour and 20 minutes. We only got this mission, maybe a couple others, maybe 2. I'll probably just end up finishing my drink depending. So now we got these assholes just kind of running around, hopping all over. I don't care for them. And these, who are a lot more fragile than they appeared. Thank fucking goodness, because they appear fucking massive and unruly. What was I saying before? Oh yeah, if it didn't explain before, the precursor stone is more than just really a rock. It's got a lot of uses, but its first big use is it's kind of like a gemstone that powers the only recently mentioned Mars gun. And Mars gun is going to be what fucking blows up the metalhead nest. It's going to be what ends it all. And I think that's fucking rad. In every sense of the word. Goddamn. Oh god. Where to from here? I believe. Yeah, okay, there is only one way. I like that song. That's a good tune. I think I've said that before. We may have heard it before. This is Mars Gun.
Just a matter of time before the metal
which makes you think.
Just go through the rift back to your own time.
This
Jack.
fucking Mar
Get away
was
from
a
this horrible place.
beast of a man.
Come on, Jack.
Like this fucking figure of
Hold
legend.
out as long as we can. Farewell.
Precursor stone, gun, nest.
Light her up, Padre.
Eat this.
And now, all that's left is to run in,
That ought to wake him up.
kill
Take care
Core,
of business.
What? You mean go in there? I'm right behind you.
run in, kill Core, and end it. For it being an open world GTA clone, this game isn't really that long. I mean, taking your time, and it's about 11 to 12 hour experience. Rushing through, it's only about fucking 6. Like, not. Oh, God. Do we get them all? Nope, there's one more, just kind of hopping around, being a bitch. There we go. Here's some shit happening in the background. Oh yeah, there's that. Don't forget to mention that. Yeah, he's just sort of there. Doesn't really cause any direct harm. He just sort of idles and walks around. I can't go anywhere through there. Thought I could, but actually cannot. Figured there was a precursor orb around here, but there is not. Also, oh, now we got fucking 5 of these assholes just flying down. honestly. Really only harm the big man can do is if you get caught in his electrical field, or if he steps on you. He's honestly, like, he can't be killed, obviously. He can't be killed, but definitely has the potential to kill. Just not necessarily on purpose. He's really just a gentle giant. And like, if these really are like extremely just sentient creatures, I feel bad. I feel bad for them. Because some of them just want to be left alone. Okay. Yeah, those... Oh my god. Just sort of come at you out of nowhere. There's gotta be a precursor orb around here that I missed. Surely. Okay, that's the engine to the thing. Maybe it's around the gun? There are 3. How about that? Handy considering I don't think we ever come back here. Or are ever able to come back here, so I guess the only time to pick those up is if you're replaying the mission. Yeah, it's like... Oh, God. I was even in a punching animation, they still got me. What assholes? Let me see if I can go find health. Nope, just Vulcan. Just Vulcan ammo. Door up there. Okay, now I'm seeing that. So they totally have the potential to also just like poke you, pinch you a little bit if you're not careful. Weird that guy's entire animation wasn't a hit stun or hit marker. Let's see if we can run past this guy without him activating his big fat barrier. Good shit. Let's just twirl around and try not to get hit by those guys, man. They suck. They really do. Okay. We probably won't get enough gems to get that final Dark Jack power. But if we do, we'll definitely do that as a post-game mission. Don't fall in the dark ego, please. I do have to drink anymore, which technically I will because we'll have the boss and the end of this mission technically to deal with, and I'm sure I'll die once or twice. Maybe. Probably. God, these guys. Fucking acrobats. Let's take one out. Okay, there we go. Those guys don't really serve any sort of like big higher purpose. They're just really there to be turrets because they die relatively easily. I remember them taking a lot of hits because I'd only really used the Vulcan Fury on Crimson Guards and those guys. Never really tried the blaster on those guys back when I was younger. So I still kind of made the connection that the Vulcan Fury and the blaster did the same amount of damage. The Vulcan Fury was just faster. However, that's not the case, obviously, now. The Vulcan Fury was a lot less damage, but at a much higher rate. Let's just do everything we can to not get murdered by these fools. Here we are. Okay, that just went through the ground. Okay, this down there. Okay, down there just leads to death. So we're not gonna go there. So we should only need 20 more orbs to get that final upgrade. I believe it is only 100. But that is definitely yet to be proven. No, not that way. No, not that way. There's the gun. Is the game bugging out on me right now? I think the game's bugging out on me right now. This should be the way to go. Am I crazy? Is there another direction to go? No? I'm gonna go back there. And the level's just not gonna be there. Because the game's fucking bugging out on me. Oh, man. What a fucking... Like I said, I know it's gotta be there. I know it does. Let's, I guess, just one... I'm not drinking for that, by the way. That's fucking horseshit. But... I'm gonna try and just push through as fast as I can. So that I don't have to deal with that nonsense. Well. Oh shit. Damn it. Damn it, fuck! Well. I was going to have to make a new drink anyway. I'm kind of upset. I'm kind of actually upset. Because that is some primo bullshit. Some primo real. Fucking get the fuck out. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up! Damn it. And also, like I said, I'm trying to retain my Dark Jack for the final boss. That. Fuck off. Shut the fuck up! I'm not gonna fucking... I really don't want to have to put up with this if, my game is fucky. Okay. Now we actually have the rest of the level, thank fucking goodness. And I don't want y'all to ruin it for me. 88, 90. Fuck off. Any more? Anyone else? No.
Finally. decided to join us, and you brought
Found the kid.
precursors down. The boy will now play his final part.
Not this time.
Oh, but this child is such a part of this. Such a part of you. Don't you recognize him? The boy is you, Jack. And this
Plot
place,
twist!
this is where you began. In the future. But how? You were hidden in the past on the hope that you would gain the skills to face me today. But Onan was wrong. Now that you've been altered with Dark Eco, the stone will never open for you. Your
It's supposed to open?
self, however, still has the pure gift. He alone can awaken the stone and the precursor entity which sleeps inside.
This stone is a precursor?
The last precursor egg. Ma was clever. He covered his tracks well.
So,
time,
yeah, I guess it would still count as a precursor even though it's here in the present.
Building the shield
If that's
of the
like what they
city.
officially are titled.
It has been a long siege, but today I will finally feed on the last precursor life force.
I think you're forgetting one little
Never really
thing,
explains
Metal
why
Man.
the
We've got the
metalheads
precursor
and the
stone.
precursors were at war for so long. It's just that the metalheads are an ancient enemy that somehow still thrives even to this day.
Die!
So yeah, now we got our final boss. This fucking butthole that was with us the entire time. Or that was... yeah, he was with us the entire time. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. We're not making it out of this counter, boys. Unless we can fucking... oh, Lord. Shut the fuck up. So yeah, for right now, all we have to do is just sort of deal with his army while we avoid his... okay, that's first phase down. You see how he just kind of twitched a bit? Let's just see if we can... alright. Ring for that death. See if we can... so right now he does that shot once. And per phase he will do that shot an additional time. So, while the stingers are the way more annoying enemy because of their prevalence than the flying guys, those flying guys will balance out with an additional shot of that attack from Core. And, you know, it's not a terrible boss fight by any means, but first game, final boss still just better. Just fucking better, man. Oh shit. That's unfortunate. Ow, damn it. Fuck off. Jesus. Alright, now I'm getting a little pissy here. There you go. Oh. So now we've got his final form, which is he's down, just me and him. Gonna get his health bar down to about half. And we're gonna finish him off with a Dark Jack attack. So that's one of my biggest issues with this port. That fucking attack is so bugged out. Because it should just be like a ground wave. It's not. It's a fucking wall of just death. And if you know what that is, then good. But if you're new to this series and you play this port for the first time, you're just gonna be like, oh, that's an unstoppable attack. Okay, he's almost about half. Slow him in half now. There we are. Hey! Hey! It only took a couple of tries. How about that? Core defeat. We so could have done this last night.
Man, a precursor.
We so could have.
Our ancient enemy is no more. Take hope, brave one. The terrible darkness inside you is now balanced by a glorious light. We will meet again.
We haven't much time. I've sent the coordinates back to our village. Let's go home, everyone.
But we are home.
Kira, I'm afraid your Rift Rider must be used to send young Jack here
I like
to
this.
a place where he will grow up.
I like
safe
this
from
reveal
harm.
quite a
He must
lot,
become
actually.
old enough to complete the destiny he has fulfilled today. Wait a minute. It's you. I mean, it's me. I have to take him back and watch over him, don't I? Ah, grub roots. Talk about being in the wrong time at the right place.
Hey kid, you take care. Oh, and trust me.
I actually like that reveal quite a bit.
Stay away from any
That
lumpy nest on your night.
It's like we can't go back to where we grew up because this is where we're supposed to be.
Perfect, Kira. This is the very machine we found, or will find later.
Time travel bullshit!
I've seen the first one, I mean. It's based on what I remember from before.
Honey, the more you think about it, the more
So
it
yeah,
hits the head.
that's
I'll take good care of the child. And don't worry. I'll be back in time for the celebration. Farewell.
Thanks, Amos. Without you,
It's funny. The boy won't remember any of this.
no. I do remember the light.
little angelic chorus in the background.
Your transport is ready, milady.
Thank you, Captain Bruder. Come on. We'll be late for the party at Daxter's new place.
I've got so much work to do. Besides, it's not my thing.
Ten hut!
He's too edgy. He can't. He can't party. He's not allowed.
Commander of the New Crimson Guard to
The edgy character is not allowed to party. Never.
Yes, sir. I mean, yes, ma'am. I mean,
You can start rebuilding the city tomorrow. Tonight, we get to celebrate with our new friends. Besides, tough guy, I'm dying to see you dance.
not likely.
Welcome to the Naughty Otso, the hippest, happiest joint in town.
Everyone's getting fucking blitzed.
Big trophy.
As if size matters. I bagged that bad boy myself, baby.
Onan says she doesn't know who has a bigger head, him or you.
We must not forget Vin and all the others who sacrificed
Yeah,
their
the
lives to
the
defeat
Deathless
this
Five.
evil and
Errol,
protect
even though
the
he was a
child.
cunt.
Still can't believe
Crew, even though he was a massive fat cunt.
better times, huh?
You missing out.
Baron, even though he was a cunt up until the end, where he was kind of a hero.
Hey, that's enough for you,
Vin.
lady. I'm cutting you off.
Loving, amazing character. Sig,
What'd she say?
loving her better, amazing her character.
Parts of your mother. You don't want to know.
Ah, a metalhead!
No!
Sig!
Mark that Deathless Five down to 4.
You
The Sig's actually
think
fine.
some nasty breath giant-sized lizard was gonna keep me from the biggest party in town, did you?
I knew you were too tough for him, big guy.
You know what?
The city and more.
That's fine. That's fine as an explanation. It's like, how'd you get out of that? We thought you were dead. It's like, I'm just too tough, man. I'm just too good.
I'm just glad to be back home.
Yeah, well.
Oh, the crocodile
We've got a lot to
was
do,
his.
and
That's cool.
so much
I like
time
that.
to do it in.
Don't
Little
just-
crocodile.
The rift ring was destroyed, remember?
You know, my mama used to read bedtime stories about Ma when she tucked me in. Give me a nice glass of warm yak cow milk, a little poopsie bear.
Bedtime stories?
Little Poopsie
Warm
Bear.
milk?
Ah, I love
Poopsie
saying he's the
Bear,
best.
buddy,
Phil
you're
Lamar's the
just
best
living.
voice actor. You can't tell me otherwise.
We'll meet Mars someday. He may
He's one of my
give us
favorites. I love him.
You're the designated driver.
Oh no, I am done with adventures. Besides, you'll tell us before something happens.
Plot
next time, right,
twist.
Amos?
No, the fuck he ain't done with adventures.
Never know what the future may hold.
Wait. You know something, don't you, Feather Breath?
Oh. We're definitely taking a break, and probably we're gonna do another playthrough before Jak 3, but I can't wait to get into Jak 3. Jak 3 is my favorite. Jak 3 is, well, Jak X Precursor Legacy is like still holds that nostalgic value, but Jak 3 is objectively the best.
Jak, my boy, a future awaits.
Jak 2, everybody. This game gets a lot of flack. And kind of understandably so. It's such a big fucking departure from the first game, and obviously heavily inspired by GTA 3 and if there were any other GTA titles that came around 2003. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a clone, but it is obviously took its open world and its mission structure from that. It introduced a lot of new mechanics that not all of them necessarily worked, but they were interesting additions, I'll give it that. And each mission plays into those mechanics. Like, the more I play Red Dead 2 now, the more I start to understand Rockstar's formula of, we've got this massive game, we have a ton of mechanics to show you, a ton of mini games to show you. There are going to be a few missions that just sort of like make you do each, just, if not a tutorial, then you're going to have to say, okay, here's how you shoot people from a horse, here's how you fist fight, here's how you, and it just sort of takes all those, like, and just sort of builds them all together in their mission structures, and I actually really do enjoy that. It really sort of deals with the problem that a lot of open world RPGs have, such as Fallout, and even just the game Dishonored to some extent. I know it's not technically an RPG, but sort of like a play how you want type game. Because once you pick a playstyle, you're more likely to stick to that playstyle the entire game, because that's how you prefer to do it. Instead, some of these like make you step out of your comfort zone a little bit, like the underwater Titan suit mission. Like, I hate that mission. I personally hate that mission. But there are probably people that really do enjoy that mission because it forces you to do something that maybe you don't want to do, but it's a mechanic that other people may enjoy. And for that, I think the structure of how you do missions is solid. It's really actually pretty good. So, I hate to spoil the fun, but there's no after credits scene, so we're just gonna skip that. Did we gather enough orbs to go to the Oracle one last time? We did. So, this is the most gimmicky fucking power ever. It's not a move like Bomb or Strike, and it's not a buff like Invincibility. In fact, I can't even really call it. I really can't even put it into a category other than it's gimmicky. It's really fucking gimmicky. But it's fine, you know. Before we go there, let's see what secrets we actually unlocked with 139. Okay, we only had these 5 left. So, oh man, we collect 6 more, and we can do level select. Level select's a strong one. Level select's actually a really, really fucking good, good thing to have, because then you can go back and collect all the things you missed. Then it's unlimited Dark Jacket vulnerability and Hero Mode. Hero Mode is basically New Game Plus. You start the game again with all your orbs, all your Dark Jack powers, and if you've got the cheats on, the cheats as well. Which, since you technically have to get the cheats before you get Hero Mode, you're gonna have them, and you can turn them on and off at your leisure. I mean, it's cool. It's cool to have that there for right now. I enjoy having that there for right now, and that being the final thing you unlock because, of course, even though I think it should be sort of like a mandatory thing to just sort of like have it as like not something you unlock, but more so something you just sort of get for beating the game. Like Jack, spoiler alert, the way secrets work, I don't know if I've explained this before. The way secrets work in Jak 3 is there are purchase menu. The more orbs you collect, you don't start to unlock more and more things. You spend the orbs on like vehicle upgrades and weapon upgrades, stuff that you would actually like use them for, you know? Like actual in-game useful things, not so much cheats, just ways to make your shit better. Like, there is one that is technically kind of a cheat, but it's a good in-game cheat to have, and it's that your jet board moves extremely fast in the desert. The desert is big and open and huge, and it is extremely helpful to have that thing just go fast if you don't have a vehicle with you. Another one is Dark Jak has homing attacks, where it makes Dark Jak so much more fun to control, and you're using Dark Jak a lot more in Jak 3, when he's zipping from one enemy to the other, like after 1, 2, 3 attack, just kind of bam, bam, bam. And he's hit them all like in good sequence, and you don't really have to aim your punches. But I'm talking like gun upgrades, like you get your scatter guns, like just a damage upgrade. You unlock that with precursor orbs, and that's a much better way to do it than this game. And after you beat the game, Hero Mode unlocks for your purchase for only 5 orbs. That's not a lot, especially when there are 600 plus in the game.
The forces of evil are converging. Only by destroying their leader will we ever know true peace. All will be made clear to you as the ending gives birth to the beginning in the great circle of time. The last dark power is yours.
So should we have... This is it. It's just fucking massive Dark Jak. I don't know what purpose this has, but it's cool. It really holds no purpose. It makes the ground shake when you run. I guess it makes your hitbox bigger, but that doesn't matter since you're invincible. But yeah, should you have gotten that before facing off against Core, that message would have made a lot more sense. Because you're fighting against the leader. Oh, you died. But yeah. It's sort of the problem I had with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. If you collect the final photograph post-game, the final like picture taken, capture, and memory unlocked, I guess you could call it, it displays a message, kind of like it's a Zelda voiceover that's basically like, okay, now you're ready, go beat the big bad. I've already beaten the big bad. So, this message is nice, but a little late. It's a little late. And that's kind of what that message was, like, now it's time for you to destroy their leader, and thus the ending will give birth to the beginning, which is what we just saw as young Jak teleporting to the past, where he will grow up safe from harm. And now we are here where we were always meant to be. This is the twist is that this is our true timeline. And I really do like that twist, that this is where we were born, and this is where we should have always been from the beginning. So we need to send young Jak back in time so he will be unmarred by threats, or at least the threats that exist here in the future, that being political bullshit and literally ancient creatures that have existed since the beginning of time resurfacing again to kill you. And of course, the plot will go into a bit more greater detail at some of the unanswered questions in this game, such as who is Mar, why is he so important, who are the precursors, what more does the game have to tell us about Dark and Light Eco. And I can't wait to start playing that game again. I will play that game for so long. It is so much fun. I've played that game so much back on the PS2. So, that's all we've got for you this time. I didn't realize this would be such a short stream. I thought we had so much more to do. since there was the part 1 and part 2 to Act 3 that I was talking about. But thank you to everybody who tuned in. I will see you next time. Next game to be played on stream will probably be Bulletstorm. I'm going to fucking throw that out there. That's going to be Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition now that it's free, because my god did I enjoy that game when it first came out. It was a lot of fun, and I just never picked it back up again. If it still has co-op, I might try and get a buddy to do it with me, so we can like stream both of us. Anyway, again, thank you. I will see you all next time. See you later.